everyone. I am at Cafe Zoetrope in the North Beach section of San Francisco. So I've known about this restaurant for many years, but it's my first time getting to try it. So this building and the restaurant is owned by Godfather director Francis Ford Coppola, who bought this building back in 1972, aka the year The Godfather was released in cinemas. Now, I'm starting off with the Caesar salad, not something I would typically order, but I'm ordering it because it was supposedly invented in this building when it was Caesar's Grill. So a difference if you look a little closer, there's an anchovy on top, and there's also supposed to be anchovy mixed in the dressing. All right, so the dressing, I don't know, it's a little bit peppery to me, and I don't really taste the anchovy yet because I haven't eaten one. So I'm going to try this one here. So I really like the salad, not the anchovy. Quick story, when I was very young, my grandfather used to take me to a pizza place, two Italian guys or two guys from Italy or something like that, and we would get the pizza half plain, half anchovy. And once I tried his anchovy, I didn't like it. So now about 35 years later, I still kind of feel the same, but the salad's good. You can get it without anchovy. Wow, that's huge. Thank you. All right, for my entree, it was between two things, the braised lamb shank or the New York steak. And since I had steak last night, I am doing the lamb shank. So this is huge. I was not expecting this kind of size, especially in a city like San Francisco, but this is huge. And it's over what looks like mashed potatoes, but that's a risotto. Another thing that kind of made me want to order this one as opposed to the steak. So when I order lamb shank, I always want to see how easily it comes off the bone. We're off to a good start. And here we go, right here. And there is the bone. All right, the lamb is nice and tender. Definitely tastes the red wine, but the biggest surprise in this one is the risotto. Very cheesy, very buttery, a little bit heavier than I expected. I'm going to try to save some room for dessert. So the downstairs might have just as interesting of a story as the upstairs. So there is a sound design room down here, and this is where the Grateful Dead, one of my least favorite bands of all time, recorded their second album, and the voiceovers from Apocalypse Now were also recorded down here. The studio's not accessible to the general public, but it is kind of cool to read about in this little sheet they give you when you come in with a history of the building. For dessert, I'm going to forego the usual tiramisu or cannoli, and I'm going to try the dark chocolate mousse alla Francis. So this kind of looks like a cappuccino if you look here. It's in the little Ely cup that you would usually get a cappuccino in. Okay, let's get a little bit deeper and see what it looks like. Okay, there's the chocolate right down there. So the chocolate mousse, it's a little thicker than I expected. And what I really like about this is there's a generous layer of cinnamon on top, which I think really adds to it, pretty much adds to just about anything. Speaking of Francis Ford Coppola, he wrote the screenplay to The Godfather, at least a large part of it, in Cafe Trieste, also in North Beach. So I am here after dark. It's around 9 o'clock at night. And there you go. Since I'm here, I guess I'm going to do like he probably did, and I'm going to try this cappuccino. And I like how they have a jukebox here. And here are some pictures. This looks to me like the 70s. All right, I am going to rank everything I had. I'm going to say the lamb shank, that was my favorite. I like the risotto, it's a little bit heavy. Number 2 was the mousse. I really liked how there was cinnamon on it. Otherwise, it would be number 3. The number 3 was the Caesar salad. Definitely liked it. Next time I come here, I will get it without anchovy. And I would like if you could leave a comment. Have you been to North Beach? Do you want to recommend any other restaurants, bakeries, coffee shops? And I also want to give a shout out to my friend and fellow tour guide, Blandina Farley, who has been showing me around San Francisco the past couple days. Check this out, Blandina Farley's Fabulous Tours winner, Best of the Bay Award 2023. So if you come to San Francisco and you're looking for a guide, definitely look her up. I'll leave her contact info in the description. So thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe. I got more trips coming up soon. I'm heading out to Modesto and Lodi. After this trip, I understand it's going to be about 30 degrees warmer in those cities. And then when I get back home, I'm going to be going up to Westchester County, New York. I've driven through dozens of times, but never slept there. And then I got a couple trips down south planned, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and then later on Greensboro. So thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to sharing more videos with you soon. Arrivederci.